Everything about my childhood was hard, but to me at the time it was normal. So I kind of learned to survive through it. I was abused quite badly from the time I was born until I was 9. And then once all of that was dealt with and he went to prison, it was only a matter of 2 or 3 years after that where I was being abused again by someone that was close to our family. It's been a rough going. So when I had Harley, I was with my second abuser in my life. He was 9 years older than me, and I was 14 when the initial relationship started. The grooming had started years before that, but then I didn't know what that was. I moved in with him when I was 18, and not even 6 months after being there, I became pregnant with my oldest. When I first had Harley, my life was a disaster. Having Harley is probably the one thing that saved me. She is the only reason why I left. As the abuse got worse over the years, she was constantly in my arms. Until it just escalated beyond that to where it started happening while I was holding her. And that's when I decided that that was not the life I wanted her to see. When she was 11 months old and the severe abuse happened while I was holding her, the next morning I took him to work. As soon as I knew that no one was around, I packed everything I could and I left. And then my family, my mother, surprisingly, she's the one who took me to the courthouse and I filed charges. It was a battle, but I'm glad it's finally done with. Before I have been working with a family place, I felt very lost. I felt like I had to figure everything out on my own. That's changed dramatically because I know that now I don't have to do it on my own. I have the support of all of the staff, and it really does feel like family. Harley, she is beautiful in her own way, very unique. Robert, my only son out of all my kids, he is definitely the most in tune with his emotions. He takes everything very personally, which has been a very hard one for me because none of my other kids are like that, and it's hard for me to be able to help him when I still quite haven't learned how to help myself as far as knowing how to deal with my own emotions. But he's very strong, loving. Never knew I could love a little baby so much. Mackenzie, my youngest, she's 4. She's a wild one. Presley is my niece, but I have had her on and off since she was born. We got full legal custody of her about 2 years ago, so she's been living with us full time since then. She is just a social butterfly. She loves everybody and everything. She also comes with her own set of challenges, given her background with being born addicted. She does have some neurological differences than my other kids, so that's a challenge sometimes, but I think learning to help her in the way she is helps me too. I'd have to say that my husband's been very supportive in my healing by being there to help me with the care of our kids when I did decide to go to therapy, because I believe that was a very, very important part of my healing journey. I think that at a family place is special because they do treat you like family. You don't feel like it's some awkward program where you're just shipping your kid off for a few hours. They're there for support. They help with skills and tools to use for parenting. They taught me to have reassurance in myself and that things will be okay.
Please donate to the family place.